I'm CommanderNici, and this is your favorite podcast on gaming. At least, I hope so. 2023 is over, so welcome to the first episode of 2024. In this episode, I want to talk about all the games I've played in 2023, my backlog that has built up to play in 2024, and, well, depending on how things go in 2025. I kinda want to talk about games that I'm looking forward to, just in general, like, kinda gaming future stuff. And my gaming New Year's resolutions. So let's get this episode started. So, the games that I've played in 2023. And just a fair warning, there will be double mentions towards my backlog because I've started some of the games in 2023, but due to several reasons, I either didn't finish or didn't continue playing them. I will elaborate for some games, but for most of them it's just I played a bit of it and then something else caught my attention and I stayed focused on that. And then, out of sight, out of mind, I kind of forgot about them, that I still have to beat them, or in case of certain games, like, I will get to that, or I will just mention it in the first place. For example, Power Wash Simulator is a game that I'll just play every now and then just put aside depending on my mood, and that's just not a game that I would go and sit down and say I'm gonna finish it now and I won't play anything else until I finished it, because that's just, for me personally, a game that I just want to play every now and then and come back to it later if I'm in the mood again. So games like that are like, alright, I'll come back to that when the mood is right. But, games like that are really hard to sit down and... So, the games that I've played in 2023 are The Red Lantern, Spiritfarer, Dorfromantik, Advance Wars Reboot Camp, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, Suika Game, KOTOR, Fishing Vocation, Pikmin 1, I Am Dead, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Storyteller, Oxenfree 2, Power Wash Simulator, Tales of Iron, The Walking Dead, Telltale series, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Super Hot, I Am Bread, Descenders, and Kentucky Route Zero. And I've also, every now and then, have played Vampire Survivors, and by the way, finally were able to finish Capella Magna on my Switch copy, so that was neat, and I'm really enjoying it to play every now and then. Also, there was the occasional dive into Skyrim again, because if you know me and you've listened to me talking about games for more than 5 minutes, you'll know that I love Skyrim. So obviously there was the one or other moment that I got back into that game. Also, there was a few moments that I've also delved back into Fallout. I even made a new Fallout character based on, I think, Camelworks? I think it was Camelworks, that YouTube channel that does those builds for roleplay characters. And I started that, but I quickly abandoned that after a while because another game caught my interest. I also had a new playthrough of Mass Effect that I also quickly abandoned because of another game. I played lots of Stardew Valley on my Switch, and actually even 100%ed it this year, right before the year ended. So, I mean, with this year, I mean 2023, so it's still really confusing on the 1st of January to talk about what year it is. I still have to get used to the new year. Also, there were a few dives into Minecraft, nothing big, just trying to build a little town and have it be pretty and then abandoning it because, I don't know, I'm a scaredy cat, so exploring caves is, not good. And yeah, so, also because of Channel 3, find the link to my referral to my account and everything for Channel 3 in the episode description. Go check it out. Channel 3 is amazing. I platinumed the first Spider-Man game because of Channel 3, because I wanted to get a little tagline to decorate my account. The tagline is Be Greater, and it's really cool. I also got into Fortnite. Not really the deathmatch battle royale thing. I've only played like a few rounds of it because I'm not that good at that. But recently Rocket Racing came out, and that's so much fun. It's amazing. Oh, and let's not forget, speaking about, online playing Epic Games stuff, I played lots of Fall Guys earlier in the beginning of the year. And before I forget, there was also a game that I've played in my youth, Knights and Merchants. It's like some strategy game about, knights, as the name. It's really cute. The graphics is like cute. It was more nostalgia to play it again, and I'm not really good at such strategy games, but it was a lot of fun to dive back into that. Oh, and another game from my childhood or like early gaming history, I got back into the Secret Files games that were made in Germany and are like this click and point adventure puzzle games. And I played those because they were on sale on Steam, and I thought, hey, why not replay the first game and then just finish off the series to have that, I don't know, checked off from some list that I had somewhere back in my head from ages ago. And it was fine, I guess. But I had to look up a lot of stuff. I don't know if I'm not just, I think I'm not built anymore for games like that. Like, I don't like to think that much. So, if a puzzle is too complicated, I have to look up a solution, because I'm sometimes not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'll just admit that. But hey, I'm having fun and I know my abilities. I didn't, for example, in Mass Effect Andromeda, I didn't skip any of those Sudoku-esque puzzles. So there's at least some brain cells still functioning. But for the Secret Files games, I don't know if the puzzles were unnecessarily complicated or if I'm just stupid, so I'm not sure about that, or if I couldn't be bothered to find a solution or something. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, so I 100%ed Stardew Valley. It was a lot of grinding and research and looking up, but I finally finished it, and I'm so ready for 1.6 to drop somewhere in the new year. I was really excited to see that Concerned Ape posted a little screenshot that showed us a New Year's event for the game. So that will be one of the new events that will be in the games year calendar. So that's cool. I'm really excited for the Stardew Valley update that will be coming out. But not to get too much into stuff I'm looking forward to. That's for another point in this episode. Yeah, so those were the games that I've played in 2023. I think one of my favorites were Spider-Man Miles Morales. I briefly upgraded my PlayStation Plus to the next thing, I think Essential, and then there's, I think, Premium is the highest. So I took the mid-tier, the one without the streaming, because my internet connection isn't good enough for streaming games. But it gave me the ability to play Spider-Man Miles Morales, and it was amazing. Also, it gave me the ability to play I Am Bread, and that game was really hilarious. If you want to play a bonkers hilarious game, go play I Am Bread. That really was wow, top notch hilarious. So I think now it's time to get into my backlog. And just a fair warning, I just counted the games, and it's a lot. And also looking at my list, I just noticed that there's even more games. I just wrote it down so I don't forget it monologue. I'm doing this podcast alone, so it's a monologue. I'm sorry. So just a fair warning. There's 38 games in my backlog, technically. Not counting games from the Nintendo online emulators that I'm curious about and want to maybe check out, get into, maybe play, stuff like the Mario games or the really old Zelda games. I think Ocarina of Time is on there. I know it. I think Majora's Mask should be on there too. So those games too. I haven't finished them either, but I'm ignoring them because they are not as visible to me as games that just pop up in my library. So not counting those games, there are 38 games in my backlog, and now there will be those overlaps of games that I've played this year, because last year the overlaps of games that I've played in 2023 towards my backlog for 2024. So let's just get into that and get over it, because it's a tiny bit embarrassing to have such a big backlog. So, we have in my backlog Pikmin 1 and 2, Control, Kentucky Route Zero, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and to that I have to say I'm not sure if I will ever finish it, because I'm stuck at one mission and it's just really frustrating if you can't get past that to try again to further the story. So I'll just probably put that very, very at the end of my backlog to try if I want, but I won't say, hey, I'm not going to play anything else besides San Andreas until I've finished it. So I'm not going to do that. So if I can't finish that mission, I can't finish that mission, and I will put that bit of my backlog on hold. So next up we have Final Fantasy VII Remake, Little Nightmares. That's been in my backlog since like a while. I'm also a bit stuck at one level. GTA 3 and GTA Vice City. Yes, I got the trilogy remastered thing. Next up is Hue, amazing little puzzle game with colors, and it's fun, and also one of the games I know because of Adam. I know a lot of games because of Adam. You know, Mr. Castergarden, the creator of my intro music. Go check him out, support him everywhere you can. Next up, we have the Deponia collection. You know, the thing I talked about in the German section of my last episode, the Christmas episode, and those include 4 games, so that's already a big number. Next up is another game that I've mentioned in my Christmas episode, Amnesia. So I've got the whole collection, and those are 3 games, you know, The Dark Descent, A Machine for Pigs, and Justine. Next up, we have Metro Redux, also a horror game that I've probably, I'm not sure anymore, mentioned in my Halloween part of the episode. So, Metro 2023 and 33. It would be scary if we had Metro 2023, because that would be right now. And last light, also in my backlog is Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5, so I think that's the whole collection of the first Kingdom Hearts and the second one, and then a lot of tiny little DLC games that are like smaller, something about memory. I think one of them is called something with memories or dreams. I don't know, I have to look into that more. I just know that the box is on my backlog. Next up, we have Star Wars Republic Commando. Yes, I've got that anniversary collection for Switch, because 7 games for that price, that was really, really nice, and I couldn't say no to that. Also, Outlast, Spiritfarer, Yes, Your Grace, Doom Eternal, Alan Wake, the remake that got out recently and was added to PlayStation Plus, so that's nice. Mafia 1 and 2, and I'm hoping Mafia 3 will also be added to the PlayStation Plus stuff, so I can add that to the backlog too, just to have like the trilogy done, and you know. Biomutant, there's a lot of games from PlayStation Plus on my backlog, so why not play them if I have them. Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, and Star Wars The Force Unleashed, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, Advance Wars Reboot Camp, and Brothers Tales of Two Sons. It's a lot, and I know it's a lot. So that actually brings me to my gaming New Year's resolution, and that is chip away as much as possible from my backlog. And additionally, also not buying any new games before I haven't chipped away a good chunk from my backlog. You know, it's like the McDonald's meme about, Mom, can we have McDonald's? No, we have McDonald's at home. But, you know, instead of the punchline of the meme, the thing that we have at home, or I have at home, is actually fine and not a disappointing ripoff of the thing you actually wanted. And yeah, so, and also maybe keep better track of games that I've played, because in my year reviews that several accounts and platforms posted, I actually noticed that I totally forgot about some games that I've actually played. So yeah, I need to go and better track what I play. And I know Channel 3, go join Channel 3 if you love video games seriously. Channel 3 will help me with that, because on Channel 3 you can make lists, and that will really help me track what I've been playing and what I've finished and all things like that. Also, you can review games on Channel 3, so that brings me to another thing on my resolution, that I maybe actually want to also take notes on games that I've played, just to, have something to talk about. Maybe I even want to do tiny little episodes about games I've played. So have a segment or special episodes about, hey, I finally finished that game, so let's talk about it. Something like that. And yeah, and also I kind of have some sort of wish list for games that I'm looking forward to, but as my backlog said, no new games until I've chipped away a good chunk of my backlog. That's my gaming New Year's resolution. So yeah, let's just to have a little, I don't know, sneak peek preview, whatever. I don't know, a little something to look into my brain. I don't know what to call it for my wish list, because the wish list doesn't matter because of my big backlog. So let's get into my wish list, okay? And for that wish list, I actually have to say there's only 4 games on there, and the Stardew Valley 1.6 update, because I really hope it will come out in 2024, but, Concerned Ape is just one guy, so, who knows, he can take all the time he needs. I will love 1.6, and it will be amazing, and he can take all the time he needs, but also I can't wait to have the 1.6 update of Stardew Valley, because it will be amazing. I know it. But the thing is, I don't have a PlayStation 5, so there's 2 items on my wish list that I won't even be able to play, and if we were taking games that are only out on PS5, I would have to make my list even bigger, because there's already a few games that I can't play that I wish I could play. For example, Spider-Man 2. But yeah, I don't have a PS5, so I can't play it. And also there's the DLC for Horizon Forbidden West that I can't play because I don't have a PS5. So that's unfortunate, but yeah. So so I will just keep that list short for the games that will come out or are supposed to come out in 2024. And those are Open Roads, made by Annapurna Interactive, or as I like to call them, Annapurna Only Bangers Interactive. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be great. The story from the trailers really seems pretty interesting and cool, so I'm looking forward to that, even though I won't be playing it anytime soon because of my big backlog. And also, Star Wars Outlaws, which I'm really, really looking forward to ever since the trailer and the teaser dropped, which I unfortunately won't be able to play because it comes out on the next gen console, so PS5 and the likes. And The Wolf Among Us 2, I hopefully can play it on the PS4. I'm not sure, but as I said, it doesn't matter because of my backlog. And something that I think is really upsetting that I won't be able to play, first of all because of the PS5 thing, and second of all because of my backlog. And that's the new Don't Not game, the guys that made Life is Strange. Lost Records, Blood and Rage, and the trailer for it looked so good and so up my alley. I really can't wait to finally play it once every issue that's stopping me from it is put out of the way. So yeah, that was my first episode of 2024. So it's my 2023 gaming year in review, and also my New Year's gaming resolutions and my plans for 2024, my wish list and everything like that. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Feel free to answer the episode question if you like. Follow me on my social media. All important links are in the description, especially Channel 3. I can only see it again. Come join Channel 3 if you like video games. It's an amazing and fun community. Season 7 just dropped today on the 1st of January as I'm recording this episode. It's really amazing. There's so many cool features you gotta check out. So that's it for this episode. Hear you in the next one. Bye.